works together, what they're feeling like, and you know, whether they're sizing up their opponents.
Indeed. These again are going to be the stages that our players are playing on. It's first of all Clam Blitz on Piranha Pit, then Splat Zones on the Starfish main stage, and Tower Control on New Albacore Hotel. And should we need them, Game 4, Rainmaker, Walleye Warehouse, and Game 5, Clam Blitz, Ink Blot Art Academy. Interesting as well. I'm a big fan. Oh, we're getting into it. Okay, cool. Excellent. Game 1. Excellent. It will be Clam Blitz to open up on Piranha Pit. So Piranha Pit does have these conveyor belts moving around in the center of the map. Need to be wary of this. Make sure to catch as many of those clams as you can. Get 10 and you do get yourself a power clam. Throw that into the shield to break the shield, and then just throw clams into the basket to gain those points. The power clam is worth 20, and each regular clam is worth 3. Obviously, if you do get splattered, you do lose your clams, so you have to be careful. It's all about not only, wow, good stuff here from Forte, getting a nice double splat there with the inkjet. Yeah, so has not enough clams to actually get, you know, a break, but okay, broke their basket.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, gonna then suddenly just throw as many as they can. Not only does the clams give you 3 points, it also resets the timer on the shield respawning. So very, very good just to kind of keep yourself ticking over there. Ooh, tried to get a clam in, but missed before the barrier went back up. So a 65-point lead for Donald Gamers in this first game.
Donald Gamers are really putting down the ink there, but Kiritaku is pushing back.
Yeah, just managing to kind of keep that pressure going. It has been a 3-man splat on both sides, but you know the recovery timing's a little bit better in the favor of Donald Gamers here. Basti now from Kiritaku, just trying to find a way in, just maybe trying to get a splat here, staying away from the mist. Does okay, drops down, and an enemy to the right. Teammate goes down, and they go down themselves.
Just sandwiched in there.
Yeah, Forte here, you know, using this inkjet again just to be so dominating, but Basti gets a wonderful strike from the ground.
Straight out of the sky. That's one of the things, when you're up in the air like that, you can really cover the ground in ink, but you do make yourself vulnerable with no cover.
Yeah, so we got 6 clams here for Onion Boy. Union Boy. Yeah, just covering there, getting in a few more points. 35 left on the scoreline for Donald Gamers. A trade there on the very bottom of the map. It'll have to do. Forte using this dodge roll, gets caught out there by Nakai.
Ouch.
Fishman Dab just needs to kind of push back way deep into territory. There's a lot of enemy ink covering the ground. Needs to be a bit more safe just to stay alive right now. Dashes back to his teammate. Nice.
Back in the purple.
Yeah, at this point, Kiritaku have yet to really kind of get out of this at this point. As soon as Donald Gamers got here, they kept Kiritaku in this corner. And it's looking really good right now for Donald. There's a wonderful one splat and gets taken down by Basti. Loses his power clam as well. Two clams for Basti currently. Gets the ink armor, moves forward. Does get taken out eventually though. Wasn't ink armor, I think it was just a max skill. Okay, going across there with the power clam, Donald Gamer.
Into enemy territory.
Gets the catch, there it is. Now they broke the barrier once again. 9 points, 32, gets another one in, 12 points left, just 4 more clams. 3, 2, and 1, and the game is over. Donald Gamers taking that first game.
But a really, really good defense there, apart from Kiritaku.
They held on for a long, long time. They couldn't keep it going, but there is the point. It is a complete wipe there. The KO bonus going over. Yeah, they held on for as long as they could, but Donald Gamers just kept up the offense. The defense was here and there pushing, but they just couldn't keep it together for all that time, and it slowly wore them down, and done for them. So Donald Gamer go up 1-0, taking that first game, and then obviously we'll be moving on to, if I can remember my exact things, it's going to be Splat Zones here on the Starfish main stage, getting underway right now. So Splat Zones just have to cover that nice square central area. We have Forte on the green side, so there's Donald Gamers over there. And on the blue side, we do have, Kiritaku. Sorry, had a moment.
Forte really doing the Lord's work here. Look at them go.
Forte's been
down the green.
Showing a lot of proficiency here and being a very, very strong force. There's a bubble blow around the flank there from Kiritaku. Good start, but Forte is using this inkjet, getting splats where possible, pushing back.
Constantly moving. You'll see constantly going down into the ink. And then up again, making sure never staying in one place too long.
Good stuff there from Kiritaku, just to get control back, but it's again back in the enemy side. McFooty has to do something here, but no. 40 seconds ticking away. This is one of those game modes that can just be pushed completely. Goes to the aerial. Baller gets 1 KO from that. One more teammate or opponent going to be landing there on that squid jump. Can Kiritaku take full control at this point? Seems like they can't just now. They need to get that pushback just so that we have a massive bonus point accrued for Donald Gamers. But if they just can't take it back, it's going to be over in just a second. 3 splats on the side of Kiritaku. It's 1 player left against the world. 5 points. That is not going to happen at this point. It is over already.
Wow, that was a fierce match.
They just went in and just did not let up control. Kiritaku fought back as much as they could. They had like a moment where they got control of the actual zone, but couldn't complete the transfer of control. Yeah, I mean, they tried to go for these flanks here and there, but Donald Gamers were just kind of pushing so far in that they were just picking off players as they were going past. If Kiritaku can take 1 game back, we're going to be going to that Rainmaker on Walleye Warehouse. You know, one of those original stages, the original modes. Of course, Rainmaker's been changed a little bit, but should be exciting if we can see that game 4, or will Donald Gamers just push straight through? We're getting into the game right now as well. The inking ground, we shall be. Let's see. Ride the tower all the way to the other side. On the purple side, we do have Kiritaku, and on the green, we have Donald Gamers. It's underway. And
they're off from other side of the maps, closing in on each other, laying as much ink as possible before they clash.
Yep, indeed, just making sure they have those lines to get through. Bex and Donald Gamer himself, the main man, push it, just kind of having a little bit of a back and forth there, whilst Fishman Dab goes into the center. We have 1 player down from both sides. Currently, the Inkstorm out, and Donald Gamer make their play onto the tower.
Bex has been hanging back, trying to lay down cover fire from afar, but she is getting right into the action.
Yeah, a double splat there with that
nicely done.
Flosher.
So Kiritaku pushing the tower forwards.
Tri-slosher, I should specify. Yep. Okay, they get to the first checkpoint. They are counting down very nicely. This is the first time they've had a lead at this lane.
Doing really pushing forward and putting the pressure onto Donald Gamers for the first time.
Yeah, I just think they're being less passive. You can see how much they're just getting aggressive on this one right now.
Yeah.
They're just pushing so much harder against Donald Gamers' approach. The Stingray coming out, just trying to cover that movement across, but the tower does reset.
So it's going back. They need to go back on that tower and get it moving again in the direction they want.
Yeah, Bassi just kind of holding back here, does not want to get onto the thing just yet, does get taken out by Union Boy.
Union.
And Donald Gamer takes control of the tower. And here comes the approach from Donald Gamers. Union Boy.
Union Boy.
With his splatling there, just kind of having a bit of fun. Teammates jumping onto the tower, holding that thing. They are holding the control. They have the lead. Checkpoint 1 is down. Donald Gamers making their way through. 3 squids, well, 2 squids and an Octoling down. All the team down, should I say, on the side of Kiritaku. That was a complete team wipe. That will be very good right now for Donald Gamers. Man, they're making their way all the way down to this second checkpoint immediately. What a play!
Unopposed.
Nainakai with this, with the Splat. Splat brother.
Well, they got splattered themselves.
Yeah.
So Fishman really trying to flank at the moment and push back. And Bex has gone back onto the tower and taking control of it for Kiritaku, but
yeah, a wonderful usage of the splashdown there just to make sure that Bex is taken down for good, and Fishman Dab is back on the tower, hiding in there, using the blaster just to kind of get his way through. Gets caught out on the side by Bassi with that splatter shot pro. And that's the game. That was a quick one. A 3-0 sweep for Donald Gamers, keeping their hopes alive and showing their dominance yet again. A 3-0. They had that one on lock.
Well done, guys. But do you know what? Saying that, Kiritaku did really well.
Yeah. I mean, especially in that third game, they really showed their, I guess, just their ability to, if they do have, get their foot in, and get their teeth stuck in, they can make a little push.
So we've got our team setting up and getting ready. On the left, we've got Splat Squids. On the right, we've got #free. This is our second match. The winners of this match will be going into the grand final.
Yeah, I think what's interesting about this is, #free and Splat Squids, Splat Squids have played Donald Gamers, so they know what's going on, but Free have watched the Donald Gamers play, and they've maybe been able to take away some things. But, after seeing your opponent play, it always gives you a certain amount of information.
Absolutely.
Certain setups, certain approaches to not just, maps, but to certain game modes.
Yeah.
It's like, they can start formulating little ideas. But that said, Donald Gamers will be watching both of their potential competitors play as well.
Absolutely.
So.
It cannot be understated, the value of sitting there as a team and saying, oh, do you see the way that they're going, or the particular weapons that they like to try? There is so much skill involved in just being able to strategize and adapt.
Yeah. I mean, we've said it once or 6 times today or before, and I will continue to always talk about that, but adaptation is such an important part.
Oh, totally. There's a reason.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason why we do talk about it, but it's so integral to being able to, pull victory from the jaws of defeat, or somehow snatch a loss from the jaws of victory.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Pixel Squid earlier after their match, and, it looks like their team are pretty well suited to each other. They've been training, and they've kind of got the drive to really make it through, or at least give the opposing team a run for their money.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at this point as well, you expect all of our players to, to be able to kind of find some moment at any point in the game to really push forward. Yeah,
exactly.
This inspiration of light from within.
Their blood is ink.
Yeah, pretty much. So Free and Splat Squids, again, same stages, same maps, or modes, should I say, for this other semi-final. Clam Blitz on Piranha Pit, Splat Zone, Starfish main stage, and Tower Control, New Albacore Hotel. And should we actually see a Game 4 for the first, well, we've seen a Game 4, but we missed the first 3 games. Should we see our first Game 4 by a technicality on the stream here? That'll be exciting to see, but you never know. Game 1 underway. Sorry. Okay, so Splat Squids in the yellow, Free in the blue.
And we are beginning the first match. We'll see who comes out on top. 2 teams meeting in the middle, ink being traded.
Yeah. Trying to cover as much as they can. It seems like, they're sticking to their sides right now. Pixel Squid is kind of going for a flank there, using his patented Octo brush there, grabbing as many clams as he can. There's a good 18 currently on the side of Splat Squid. Going for the splash down, throws away all of his points, just grab as many as he can as his teammates come by to grab them. Releases what he has, lets his teammate maybe get a power clam if they can. And now you can see Miju pushing forward. To the left, there is an opponent he does not see and gets taken down.
That's leaving Malak to defend, but Malak is doing the smart thing and going back to the team so he doesn't get caught out.
Pixel Squid going for a baller down below, uses that Octo Brush to grab as much as he can. He's got a nice chunk, 9 clams here. Needs to make a push, a long, powerful push back to the other side of the map. There's a couple of clams he might need. Opponents can see that long trail there. He's got the 10th one.
That's the thing, the more clams you have, the bigger a target you have painted on your back.
When you do get that power clam, you are visible, as in that little symbol is visible to your opponent. So the baller goes straight through, very nice from Pixel Squid. Uses the explosion. Can he get the clams back?
Oh, splatted! No.
See, normally what we've seen is that he will let his opponent take down the baller and then use because you don't have like any, you don't knock your clams away when you actually don't blow up your own baller. So then you can just throw the power clam in immediately, but he didn't go for that.
But there's a lot of yellow ink on that map.
Yeah, around to the sides as well. They're going to be able to get a nice clean flank if need be. Pixel Squid's just still being a little bit of a pain here in the center, just throwing out as much as he can. They do have a 20-point deficit because of that power clam going through. No splats with that one, but 2 go down behind him.
That's a good tactic, isn't it? Being a pain, that technical term.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly. There's nothing worse than someone just being annoying. They're like, what are you doing? Oh, man.
It's true, because you pile on the pressure for your opponents.
It makes you a target as well and allows your teammates just a little bit of breathing space. If you're being this person who's consistently like grabbing space, there's a power clam, goes straight in, gets that one. It's now even. Ooh. Another power clam down below, gets the throw in. What a huge turnaround in points. 61. Still going as well. Then he finally gets taken down there by Redwez, who's going to get a double splat there against Mulak. Barrier back up. Splat with Miju gets another splat. He has another power clam available to break down that shield if need be. Well, he has to, so yeah. Raven there by himself. This is nice. They have
a lot of Splat Squids wiped out.
Yeah, they kind of made a bit of a push to the side. There was no support, so they go down. That is a good, clean team wipe. That means that we will have 3 getting in. They break the barrier. How many points can they get on top of this? There are 3 squids down. Well, 2 squids are knocked out. Again, so much stuff. Look at this pressure right now. So many clams being thrown into the basket. 28, they have the lead.
Hashtag free really piling on the pressure as they move into the middle.
Pixel Squid using the escalators or something, the travelator, I think is the old school term. Pixel Squid back up. Has himself a power clam, manages to take down Skyward, maybe, ooh, gets it in the end, I think. Yep. So much pressure right now on Pixel Squid. Manages just to get rid of that power clam.
Doing well, really staving off the competition, despite being in a really open space. But too late.
Yeah, Redwez getting that finish very nicely here. Again, look at the lead. They're going to have so much control now. Can they get some points back? The barrier's back up. 25 seconds left. There's a 5-point deficit for Splat Squid. They need to get this back. 20 seconds to go. Can Mulak get to the other side and get this power clam in? It's not all he needs to do. They need to open up and then get some more points in. So they have to get rid of this bonus deficit.
Sure. Ooh, no, splattered.
Strong play so far. 3 seconds left to go. Overtime in, and that's the game. The barrier was broken.
Ooh.
3 taking that first game.
That was, you can see on both sides, players doing a lot of oohing.
Yeah,
they know that was a hotly contested match.
Yeah, there was so much work that was going so well for Splat Squid at the start of that game, but then just when they had that one burst, that huge power play, complete shift. Indeed, indeed. So we're going to see how that works out for the second game. Splat Zones again on the Starfish main stage. We have in purple, hashtag free or number 3. I'm not actually quite sure. And then Splat Squid in the green. At central area where they need to go. And first contact has been made. Mulak getting a double splat on the far side. Nice stuff there from Mulak. And they take control immediately. Covering the sides.
Sure. So now it's just a case of working out where the opponents are coming from and fending them off. Yeah, being able to just try and get those picks if they can. 2 players go down on the side of Splat Squid, allowing free to maybe kind of have this pushback. Miju seeing the danger from the flank. Nice. Does he get the 1v1? He does. Okay. Beautifully defended there. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. The control being lost, but do they lose it? Oh, no, they get back in control again. Control, only momentary. Holding on, a lot of pressure coming in, a lot of blue ink being put onto the zone, but able just to kind of get rid of that again. Strong stuff. Really good tactics here. You've got Miju kind of staying on the point while the rest of the team fan out and try and prevent Free from coming back, but it didn't work. Yeah. Hashtag Free have gained control. Yeah, good combination there from Skyward and Medwez just to kind of just push around the side together and get complete control. Although they do immediately lose it, and it's back in control of Splat Squid now in this second match. Scott just waiting up there, waiting for his teammate Redwez back in the fray, using this height. Yes, and it can't be underestimated the advantage of using height in Splatoon 2 to then, because you can just do really, really nifty little ambushes from above. Redwez there using the bubble blower aggressively, but gets taken out from behind by Raven. Unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Although getting control back again, trying to get rid of that bonus deficit and then pushing into that main point score. So #3 really piling on the pressure now.
Yeah, kind of like a mirror of what we saw. I say a mirror, a kind of repeat of what we saw from the previous game, where there was this massive lead coming out from Splat in the start, and then Free just slowly but surely grinding out that recovery.
Totally. I mean, slightly different tactics here between the two teams. You know, when Splat Squids are on the point, they try and have one person on and the rest kind of fanning forward off the point. When #3 have the point, they try and keep most of the team around the point to defend it.
Yep, and you can see the points are getting closer and closer. Almost taking the lead again. This is just what Free seems to be doing. Raven in the center, getting rid of that control. Very important with 1 point deficit, 1 point difference between the two now. Mulak and you see Scotso both here fighting for this final control, and they're back in.
Ooh,
so close.
Super even.
Got to just hold on to this and get rid of that bonus pointage.
Mulak is back on the sides.
Yeah, Miju and Raven both just coalescing here in this central point and moving forward together. These bubbles being used, but getting rid of them quickly. Very quickly. You can see, yep, there's one down. Mello goes down. Ooh. Great usage. Oh, wow, that suction bomb did so much. Not only was the main Splat enough there, it also got the Splat from the KO onto the opponent to get so much ink coverage. Defensive bubble blow.
Yeah, Redware's really piling on the pressure there with those bubbles. Oh, and great use of ink splatting there to just make it slightly more difficult for the team getting back onto the point.
It's looking really good for them again. They are close to finishing up that bonus deficit. Oh, wow, Raven takes a KO there. Redwares goes down, and again, control back, and it's swapping over so fast. Back to Free again. Wow.
This could really go either way.
And we've got a minute left, and it's still in the favor of Splat Squids by 1 whole point. Tenta missiles out, pushing Skyward round back into the center. Redware's coming to support Skyward. More Tenta missiles pushing them back off the space. Pixel Squid throwing as much as he can. 1v2 now. Raven comes in to support. Gets taken down by Melvo. Wow, Inkjet doing so much work right now for Free. Back into control.
Mulak taking it back.
This is nuts. I don't know, just they cannot get down to the bottom of this bonus points. These bonus points.
Look at the amount of ink around that point. There's a lot that #3 are doing to really try and make Splat Squid's journey back to the point as difficult as possible.
Yeah, indeed. They're getting down to those last few points now. Free with 15 points to go. They have still got control. Mulak needs to do something here. Making a play on the center. They've lost control. They've managed to hold it back with 8 points to go. Can they get the point? Get the KO they need? No!
3, 2, 1.
It's going to be over either way because it was going to be points or time. Free once again.
Well done, guys.
There it is, 98 to 67. It was really solid stuff there. I mean, it was so back and forth, but once again, we see Pixel Squids, Splat Squids pushing to such a lead.
Absolutely.
And then this slow grind back, and then this just like the turning of the screws just to secure that win. But that said, it's straight into game 3 right now, back to the new Albacore Hotel for tower control. In the pink, we have #3/#3. I'm not sure which one it is. And Splat Squids in the a bit of a mintier teal than a regular teal.
Beautiful.
Yeah, quite good color and composition. Straight onto the tower though. Are we going to see it again? This push forward. Pixel Squid holding on.
Totally. And Pixel Squid doing the thing that we were talking about earlier of just like, you know, keeping stealthy within the ink and only really coming up if he has to. But he's now off the tower to try and make some headway and take out some of those threats. Using
that Inkjet very intelligently as well, just kind of just pushing back one team, one opponent, and now they're being pressured from above. Can Mulak stay alive right now? Teammate coming back, Raven pushing forward. Mulak trying to hide underneath, but stay on this tower at the same time.
It's a real balancing game, and #3 are really trying to make Mulak's job as hard as possible.
And he was doing a great job just kind of spacing around this central unit, looking like a fantastic push here. Mulak still going, still standing strong. Inkjet, or the Inkstorm coming out right now to cover.
Yeah, #3 doing some really good long-range shots there to try and cover the tower in pink ink.
Pixel Squids on the side. Redwez taking him out though. Good combination there from Scotso to have his control and have his attention. Then Redwez comes in and finishes. And you can see the tower slowly resetting back to the center.
Totally, and it's a tricky map. You know, as it goes over that water, it's a real danger game.
Yeah, very, very similar to Camp Triggerfish in that way, where it's just you need to be careful when you're riding the tower. And it's going to be resetting shortly in the center. All of that work to be done again just to have a crack at going even further. But now, hashtag free with their initial push. Will we see?
And Melvo.
Yeah. Will this game echo the previous two? Wow, using that Stingray straight down, the checkpoint being pushed. Melvo hanging on to the tower. Pixel Squids goes one for one, trades on the back. Inkstorm coming out.
Some interesting play going on between Redwez and Melvo here, with them kind of like tag teaming in and out of the tower. One person trying to take out threats. Ooh! Can Melvo go back onto the tower and keep pushing?
He did a squid jump to his teammate to hold a bit more pressure, but goes down eventually. Pixel Squid getting control once again. Going to reset that tower. Seeing he's visible to his opponent. Okay, back to the center, pushing back the other way now. 28 points is the difference. I guess there's more distance in this. 28 distance. What measurement?
What a measurement.
Yeah, what measurement? I don't know. Just 24 distance. 2 for 2 there in terms of trades.
Yep. Redwez just trying to check there where the enemies are, staying in the ink.
And again, free with this approach. 1 minute 40 left. That's enough for free to do anything.
Hashtag free are doing a really great job at the moment of making sure that they're laying down as much pink ink as possible around the tower.
Yep, eventually Miju does go down up there at the top. Pixel Squid manages to get a KO again, gets the second one there against Medwez. Scotso though taking the control back. Getting out of dodge there when they saw that.
Scotso had a really tough job there with not many teammates around them.
Yeah, he did a good job for how long he kept it, but it's not. Oh wow. A 3 for 2 now. Free is down. Pixel Squid's got a lot of time here just to ride the tower back to the center. As Miju pushes forward, Scotso trying to pressurize from the far side. Melvo as well. Tenta missiles out. Scotso gets taken down. Redwez going for the play from behind. The Inkstorm coming out just to pressurize Skyward and Redwez on that side. Hold him back for a little bit. Now they make their way through. Skyward. Oh, Redwez goes down. Pixel Squid still riding that tower. They just trust him to be there.
Yeah, Pixel Squid's just having a great time.
Inkjet out, uses the jet nozzles to catch there. Can he get this Splat onto Melvo as well? Use the AoE maybe, but Mulak takes up.
Into the water.
Bit thirsty.
That is one of the real dangers. You know, if you find yourself under really heavy pressure and you need to get off the tower, but you're floating across that water.
Yeah, 10 things remaining, and it looks like it's going to go in favor of Free and less in favor of Splat Squid, unless Free can hold on and do the God push. We're going to see if they can. Scotso hanging on, Stingray being used.
It all rests on Scotso.
If they take this, if this tower is gone one more time, it is over for Free. They need to take it. Can they keep hold of it? It is done. Splat Squids take their first, and there you can see they're excited about that one. They clap, applaud themselves. We are going into our game 4 now. Walleye Warehouse, Rainmaker on the main stage here.
Got hashtag free in orange on the right coming through.
And teal for Splat Squids in the center, the Rainmaker. With that shield that needs to be popped, it looks like it's going in the favor of hashtag free. It does. Big coverage in the center. Stingray just holding in the center so they know that no one can go for it. Melvo grabs it and pushes forward. Does get taken down immediately, but 22 points in their hand.
Half of Splat Squids down, but respawning and coming back into the fray.
2 down as well on the side, or 3 down on the side of Free. 3 down, you could say.
Oh, all down for momentarily.
Yeah, yeah, one of those pretty much team wipes. But you know, now Raven with that rainmaker in hand, Miju just plowing the road with the Stingray, and you can see Raven up that. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of distance here, supported by the teammates. This is very, very solid from them. Splat Squids holding on right now. The rainmaker's so powerful. It
really, really is. But it's slow, you know, that's why, as powerful as it is, sometimes you do need another teammate behind you to just be protecting you as you run down the sides.
Yeah, they held on for a long time, but in the end, Melvo with that inkjet getting the splat he needed. Redbeards just again using these bubbles to try and get as much coverage as they could. The rainmaker in the hands of Melvo. Raven just straight there though.
Lost it.
We go down. That is a 3-man sweep for free. They've got a little bit of time to make a push here if they can. Redware's going up. They are going straight through the front door. Hello. Is this your home? It's very nice. I'm coming in. Ah, never mind.
Have you been redecorating? I smell fresh paint.
Nice and orange. I like it. There's a 3 for 3 there. A little bit of a moment of silence now as the two teams just regenerate and recoup. They're going to be going in for another one here. Scotso with that nice long range with that squelcher, jet squelcher. There's the shield back up. Stingray once again using it just to get that shield for themselves. Melvo pushing forward, trying to find his way in. Look at that usage of the Stingray. Almost there, but they lose it at the last minute. What's hard about this stage is that one last section where you cannot ink the ground. So you just have to go for the slow, painful walk.
That's really tough. Like Raven making really good grounds at the moment. Oh, great use of bubbles there.
Needs to be careful, needs to be careful. He was changing, trying to support his teammate behind him, but that cost him.
And this is a temptation. Sometimes when you're flanking down that center, it's great because you avoid that melee in the center. But actually, you're put in a very, very narrow chamber. So if an enemy comes in front of you, well, they've got a direct line of sight straight to you for a good splatting.
Needs to be careful what that Stingray does. Trying to find their way in. Just trying to be careful because they know that they can stop and restart. Oh, okay, very nice. Going for the side play. Pixel Squid. Looking just to get a nice movement onto. Wow, very nice. Going for that huge flank. Wow, 25. Couldn't quite get there. Good defense right now. But who will get the shield proc? This is really important. They have to push back. They have to. Waiting, but Miju being very safe right now. Gets an immediate splat.
Oh, do you know what? That was great play from Miju. Very patient, stealthy, but just wasn't enough.
Trying to hold in if they can. Understand it. They have to just say goodbye to the shield. It's not theirs to win. They get the splat they need. Redware's now just holding on. Skyward getting the rainmaker. Explosions of paint. Ink. Sounds like me when I'm painting, is what I was trying to say. Just a mess everywhere. This is good usage here, just kind of holding back, letting the team plow the road. They're making their way through. SS Raven down, going to make their push here. It's 2 for 2. Oh, goes down. 20 seconds left right now. Could be the last hurrah for Splat Squids if they can't.
Sure.
Miju now, everything resting on him.
No pressure.
None at all. None whatsoever. Melvo down. 3v3. Skyward.
The Splat Squid's really trying to lay as much paint as possible to give them a good avenue. But, I mean, that's a tough line of defense that #3 are laying down.
This is when you go, oh, Miju. Wow, getting very close to that bubble. This is where you know it's all or nothing. Can he stay alive? Oh, playing very, very shifty there. Needs to be careful on this part. This is looking good right now. 2 down. The push. Skyward pushing in there.
Oh.
Takes it down. So close. Did they get the points they needed?
Oh.
It seems like they did. Can we see the scoreboard quickly? Oh my word! 1 point in it. Splat Squids take that win. apiece now.
The jubilation.
They got there with 1 point to go. They managed to get to that central walk and just got far enough. Miju being a hero there.
They can hardly believe it. Look at
Yeah.
Look at that.
But here it is. This is our game 5. Fill the enemy's clan basket.
It all comes down to this.
And that's what we like to hear. So, the yellow team, Splat Squids, purple team, #free.
Ready?
Go! There we are. So you can just see that nice open plaza in the center.
Yeah, totally.
And the way you kind of get up to push to the side, or push into the enemy's side, it's a very close range game. It's not like this massive open, really wide area. It's very, very close range. But will that play to the favor of Free or Splat Squids?
Pixel Squid was first to be splatted there.
Goes down Raven on this far side again, playing with all these clams. There's some in the center though as well. If Raven can get to them maybe. Needs to be careful. So much pressure coming out from Skyward and Redwares. Raven pushing back, Tenta missiles coming out. Where's the pressure gonna be? On the back line. Miju grabbing that, he's got the power clam. Taken down. Mulak now, who's been doing great work so far. Grabs a few clams at the back. Does get the win there in that 1v1.
Nice. It could have all gone wrong.
So here, the teammate and the enemy teams know that he's around that corner, so he needs to kind of reevaluate his approach. Mulak finally gets himself the Brukam. Pushing back. Now they see if they can just get up this hill. 3.5 minutes to go. And no first ink. There's the ink storm coming out. Can Mulak find what he needs? Gets the throw. There it is. 20 points. The Splat Squids. 1, 2, 3. Keeping that timer going. And finally gets taken down. Free suddenly getting the defense they need. 3 on down on the side of Splat Squids. Free making their counterplay now.
Skyward really dodging and rolling there.
Skyward getting that victory in the 1v1 yet again.
Oh!
Saying that, wonderful shot over from Raven.
Red sweeping in there to collect those clams.
I was about to say that's so Raven, but you know. Another very dated reference, yep. You know me.
Right.
This way, currently so much of a point lead for Splat Squids. Free just need to just compose themselves a little bit here. Maybe shaken by the last 2 games. They can't afford to let that go.
Scott, trying to flank there, but was spotted.
Yeah, Miju there being very good. The eagle eyes just catching to the side.
Miju really making sure to stay around the periphery, but make sure they're still putting a real offensive game in there. Laying down fire from afar.
Holding back, they've got this power clam available. Redwares hanging on. Jajul tries to get the win, but Gobo goes for a trade there. That's a very important trade because they lost that power clam. Can they get it back? Or not? Gets it back. Okay, Melvo has the clam. 1.5 minutes left, and there's no points on the board just yet for Free. They need to do something soon. Need you down. Mulak. Almost down. They get the point. There we go. They're in. The barrier's down.
Ooh.
But can they get any clams in as well? It seems like Pixel Squid wins. Scotso going down. They do win that defense. Great work by Splat Squids.
1 minute left.
Looking quite good right now for Splat Squid. There needs to be a big push. It seems like Free can't get past the defenses right now. I say that as another Splat Squid member go down. Skyward here with the Jules Rogers gets. Oh, it seems like it's a point down. Skyward getting to the side. Broke the barrier again. The barrier is open. It's available for Clams if they can get there. Clams, 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 Clams. They take the lead by a point. Oh my word. This is...
all in the last 15 seconds.
That is a huge, huge change. The points come back up. 1 point in it for free. 10 seconds left.
Can anything be done in this last 5 seconds?
I don't know right now. Raven has to kind of push forward. This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. Last point goes down. Overtime. As soon as that shield goes down, it's over. Can Splat Squids find their way in? Raven making his way. Gets taken down.
Ooh.
Melvo coming up to get rid of that plan. Can they get rid of me? Jude broke the barrier. Can they get anything now from this? If the barrier closes, it's over. And that's it. Free, take it. 3-2.
Excellent work.
Wow.
Feet. They know that was a close game.
Wow, again, a point different in that. Players there just completely...
I mean, you just got it when it's that close. You just got to be like, well played.
That was such a close game 5, coming down to yet again the wire. 1 point in the dying seconds of the game, but this time it's in the favor of Free. It's so exciting. The first real standalone event for Nintendo. You hear it, there it is.
Splat Zones, here we go, entering into this, our first match. The crowd is cheering.
For Free and for Donald Gamers.
And they are off.
Making their way into that very peculiarly shaped Splat Zone in the center.
It is, we've got Donald Gamers in the blue, Free in the green.
Oh yes, so first of all, not too much pressure onto the central point, just kind of like peppering the center. You can see Red West just with a little bit of height advantage there, but Union Boy getting involved. No one's taken it just yet.
Union Boy is always getting involved. He's a very involved man. And Donald Gamers take the points.
Yeah, Union Boy there, just again pressurizing these bubbles being thrown out by Red West. Gets a massive splat.
Beautiful bubble game.
Yeah. Takes control away.
Enough though?
They don't get control back just yet. It's still in the hands of Donald Gamers. Melvo having a little look around the side. They're just trying to find a little bit of a flanking position. Does get the jump maybe, but no.
Donald Gamers really resting on their laurels.
Melvo just timing that final shot on the inkjet perfectly to catch that landing enemy opponent. Enemy opponent? Yeah.
Yes.
Enemy player. But still, they haven't been able to get to the point. Donald Gamers, 2 splats down against Free.
Really interesting technique here from Donald Gamers. They're making sure that one person is near the point, but as soon as they've got the point, they push off it and try and keep Free by their spawn point.
Yeah, right now, Donald Gamers is doing such a good job. Donald Gamer himself in the center. Onion Boy to the side, making his opponents cry, and that is the first game over. Donald Gamers, look at that cold fist bump from Donald Gamers there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Field of Dreams, you know, if you build it, they will come. If you call him, he will ready.
Nice one.
Okay. So here we go. That tower in the center, and they have to make that long way down the central gangway of the Manta Maria. These curling bombs being used to kind of cover and pressurize the sides here. Seems like Free are making their first way there, but Fishman Dab on the side, they're catching Donald Gamer jumping over to the side. They have control of the tower immediately. Oh, it's a 2-for-1 in the favor of Free on that side, where Red West managed to get a couple of splats. Melvo, though, being pressured. Fishman Dab taking that down. Goes for the splash down. They're pushing that tower down, so they're at the first checkpoint. Fishman Dab trying to get some height here, maybe trying to just find another way into pressure. Rise.
Donald Gamer just keeping that height advantage, as you say. I mean, but splattered out the sky.
That's a skyward shot right there, taking him down. But again, more pressure coming out from the opponents. There is, again, two squids down for Free as Donald Gamer approach checkpoint number 2.
This is one of those maps where height can really give you an advantage because there are so many little twists and turns. Your vision is really limited if you're on the ground.
Yeah, indeed. Skyward getting another splat there, doing so... Or sorry, Onion Boy splatting Skyward, rather. Excuse me. They're past checkpoint 3. They're going to be pushing their way to the end. This is such good work here from... Look at the control from Donald Gamer. 2 more splats and a immediate shutdown. 2-0 to them.
Beautiful work. Can they make it?
And so far, Donald Gamers have been very dominant in both of their games. And will they make it a clean 3-0? We're going to find out as we enter Game 3 of the grand finals here at Nintendo UK versus Live.
We've got Free in blue and Donald Gamer in yellow.
Opening up those, opening up the central area. You can see the Rainmaker there, just being grabbed maybe by Fishman Dab, gets taken down. Redwez with a one-on-one, gets the KO there on Onion Boy.
Trying to keep control of that center before grabbing the Rainmaker.
Holding back, just trying to find maybe a few splats before they grab the Rainmaker itself, but they're being pushed back very well. Good stuff there from Donald Gamer with the Inkjet.
Nice. Because of course the Rainmaker is really powerful, but it's slow, so you've got to make sure that when you're grabbing it, you've not got too many opponents around about you. Onion Boy just swinging left and swinging right, using it as much as he can, but gets a nice 36 points for his teammates. But gets taken down in the end. But look at the control. Fishman Dab and Forte just pushing so far forward. Donald Gamer comes around the side, gets pushed back a little bit, but they do take Skyward down. They have control on the side. Melvo maybe trying to get a splat here if they can. Donald Gamer still hanging on somehow, but there he goes down. Melvo doing really well there, just hanging above the melee, trying to throw down as much ink as possible. This is bold here from Redwez, just getting straight involved, but there was someone on him, couldn't get it back. He tried. Yeah. First rule. Skyward now trying to make up for lost ground. So much pressure, Skyward just having to dodge roll all out of the way consistently all the time. Forte just having so much pressure, does get him down. It seems like every single time there are these 1v1s, Donald Gamers come out on top. They've got really, really good accuracy. Nice job there from Scotto, though, to get that splat onto Forte. Yeah. Donald Gamer also down. Got an ink storm rolling in. There'll be a storm rolling in. There's a storm brewing. Fishman Dab getting that 1v1 versus. But look, there's no one there. There's only Melvo can support. Beautiful work from Melvo. But look, you can see how far ahead the other team were. They completely just left the back line out. Donald Gamer getting the KO he needs, going forward. And Melvo again trying to pick him off. Wow. Melvo doing really well on the defensive there. Melvo needs to try and find a way just to kind of get this, get the Rainmaker away from their own side. But Fishman Dab again getting Scotto down. Redwez, are you aware? Are you aware? Can you just save? Waiting for their teammate. Does it reset? Does it respawn? The Rainmaker has been reset. Good for getting it back to the middle, but how far back 3 were pushed is going to be quite interesting. Melvo there. Scotto gets the jump. They have the Rainmaker. They're getting some points on the board. First point. Splattered from behind. Melvo just looking for as much as he could, but immediately shut down. Donald Gamer is just doing such a fantastic job of holding the line. Onion Boy making a run for it. Rainmaker lost. Goes down. Let's see what we can get here. The Ink Storm coming out. Just takes control of the shield at least. Fishman Dab hanging on, a minute to go. Free have got to pull something heroic out. One minute left. This could be the last minute of Free's tournament.
because he's just trading back KOs as they can, letting the rainmaker kind of like go around on the little
merry-go-round
on the carousel. Yeah.
Right, Freeze got the rainmaker. Can they make a big push?
They're going to be pushing here. There's no one down just yet. It looks like they're going to be trying. They need to support their teammate. They need to support the rainmaker right now. 2 down right now on the side of Donald Gamers. Can they get the KO they need?
Ooh.
That was huge. What a turnaround. 3 have been team wiped.
Donald Gamer really making full use of that team wipe to push ahead.
You can just see how crisp their movement is as well. They are accurate with their movement. They're accurate with their shots.
Everything's considered.
10 seconds remaining. It looks like it's going to be over. There's a few seconds to go. 3 are knocked out completely. Team wipe. That is going to be it.
2, 1.
And your champions are decided in a clean 3-0. Donald Gamers winning the Octo League qualifying finals and have made their way to the, they look really happy.
Yeah.
Made their way to the UK National Championships in November, securing their place alongside 4D. They are the Octo League winners.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Just they never.
Fan had something to do with that.
I think so. They never let up their offense at all, and Free couldn't do anything about it at any point. They should give them a round of applause. They played very, very well.
They did do well.